Now in 4 News Now at 6, students at the University of Idaho stand in the rain to remember 4 students murdered 2 years ago today. We'll take you live to a special vigil on campus.
Our nonstop rain isn't ending anytime soon. We have team coverage on that above average rainfall in the first alert forecast.
And making downtown Spokane safer, a pilot program meant to help you feel better about going downtown is seeing results. We'll show you the one crime the police chief says has dropped in the last 4 weeks. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
A cold, wet, and somber night in Moscow, where people have gathered to remember 4 students murdered in their off-campus home. This is a live look at the candlelight vigil that's just about to get underway. It was 2 years ago today the college town was left shocked by the murders of Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Tonight, the man accused of killing those 4 students, Bryan Kohberger, is sitting in an Ada County jail. Marissa Rio joins us now live from the vigil.
This has been a long 2 years of mourning and healing for the community here in Moscow. 2 years ago today, this community learned the horrific passing of those 4 University of Idaho students. And since then, we've seen their home on King Road demolished. But as time passed, demolished turned into creation. And that's exactly what you guys are seeing here behind me at the Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial. So many students in the community are here circling around the garden. I just seen candles passed by. They're playing quiet music and everyone is here. It's just a safe space for everyone to grieve. Tonight's vigil is put on by the university student body government, and we will be here throughout tonight's vigil. We'll have more for you tonight at 6:30. Live in Moscow, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Thank you for that inside look, Marissa. Tonight, we are also waiting on answers about if Bryan Kohberger will face the death penalty if convicted of these murders. Last week, Kohberger's lawyers argued that the state doesn't have the means to execute someone. His lawyer pointed to both the botched execution of serial killer Thomas Creech and also a previous execution that was canceled because the state could not obtain the chemicals needed to carry out an execution by lethal injection, rather. The state saying the state not only has twice obtained these chemicals to execute Creech, but also that the Idaho Department of Corrections has changed the procedures that caused the failure in the Creech execution to make it easier for the prison team to obtain an IV line. Be sure to download the KXLY app and turn on push notifications to get the very latest on this case sent straight to your phone.
All right, our nonstop rain isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
And even when it does, we have more rounds on the way. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. And Chris, we have team coverage on this tonight.
That's right. Let's start off with our live view of Coeur d'Alene right now. And you can see the raindrops on the lands as well as standing water on I-90 presently and 95. It is very sloppy conditions there. You don't have to go up very high to find some snow. This is the scene right now at Lookout Pass. You can see some snow sticking on the roadways, but you could still pick up the lines on the road, but that is going to continue to fall as snow through the night. Our radar shows that there is steady precipitation from about Sandpoint south through the Palouse. Meanwhile, in eastern Washington, we're starting to see a little bit of a break as we zoom in around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We've got some heavier rain to the north of Deer Park up toward Chewelah, but right in Spokane, things have tapered off for the time being. Of course, we're only 3/10 of an inch away, or excuse me, 3/100 of an inch of rain away from tying our record set back in 1897. We've had 7/10 of an inch of rain so far at the airport and will likely add to that. Meanwhile, 24-hour rainfall totals around the region. We are adding to many of these numbers as we speak, ranging from a full inch at Deer Park to almost a ½ inch in Sandpoint, but there is more wet weather coming. In fact, 100% chance of rain through most of the evening. Then it tapers off to 70% through tomorrow morning. I will have your Thursday forecast and tell you about some snow on the way in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Right now, experts are working to restore Washington's courts' computer systems that are causing the delay of countless court cases and even the sale of firearms. State officials saying the court's website and associated networks were taken down for, quote, unauthorized activity. One of those systems is the automated firearms e-check system. That is used to conduct mandatory background checks. And now one gun rights group is threatening to sue, saying a right delayed is a right denied. And the state has denied untold numbers of citizens their right to obtain firearms for almost 2 weeks. The Washington State Patrol's Director of Communications says he understands their frustrations, adding, "We know they have a right to get their background check. We know they have a right to get their firearms, but the bridge is out." These background check issues are also causing delays for other departments. To read about its impact on the State Department of Children, Youth, and Families, you can head to our website, KXLY.com. A new initiative rolled out by Mayor Lisa Brown and law enforcement agencies hopes to do more to ensure that people feel safer in downtown Spokane.
It's called the CORE Plan, and today the city gave an update on how it's going. Alexandra Cohen-Yarts heard from people working on this plan and shares if it's having an impact on safety in our city.
The CORE Plan aims to tackle key challenges in downtown Spokane by increasing police presence, alternative response, and having more resources for those who are homeless. In the past 30 days, the Spokane Police Department says that they have noticed less assaults compared to this time last year, a slight decrease in violent crimes, but crisis calls continue to go up.
A whole host of community partnerships and city departments were involved in this.
The police department notes that while downtown represents a small portion of the city's geographical area, it accounts for a disproportionate share of crimes. As part of the plan, 4 additional officers have been deployed to the downtown core for 10 hours a day.
And that's, we feel, is going to be the best way possible as we move forward, is to look at this holistically as an all government, all community problem solving initiative, as opposed to it's just a police problem.
The plan also includes more support from the Behavioral Health Unit of the Spokane Police Department and Behavioral Response Unit from the Spokane Fire Department. Chief Julie Oberg said that since many of the patients the BRU deals with are treatment resistant, it can be hard to see improvements in this short period of time.
The downtown core, we just focused more visibility and more presence in that downtown area.
The initiative has been extended for another week. After that, Mayor Lisa Brown and public safety chiefs will analyze data and decide which steps to take next. Reporting from downtown, Alexandra Cohen-Yarts, 4 News Now.
Well, could the key to breathing new life into downtown Spokane lie within its historic past?
Chris Batten, the owner of Rencore Realty, believes one of the keys to revitalizing downtown is to get more people living there to make it more vibrant and, in turn, safer. Batten's latest project is renovating the old Wharton building on West 1st Avenue between Washington and Stevens. It'll have 2 businesses on the street level and 17 loft-style apartments upstairs. It costs a lot more to renovate an old building than it does to build new, but Batten took on this project because he received a rebate from the state's new commercial building conversion program.
But everything. This is the first building in the state to get awarded that program, so we won't pay sales tax on the cost of the construction. So converting this old building makes sense.
Batten says there's momentum to try to build 1,000 new units in downtown over the next 3 to 5 years. How he and another developer believe the city can help them reach that goal and help revitalize downtown in the process in my special report tomorrow on 4 News Now at 6.
A new report says inflation ticked up for the first time in 6 months.
While some experts are concerned this is just the beginning, coming up.
Plus, Mark Peterson and the Extreme team are serving those who served our country. Coming up, we see how this latest project will help one former Navyman. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Save your greed!
This holiday season, give the gift of mustard seed. Get a $10 bonus card with every $50 gift card. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Mustard seed, where Spokane eats.
It's November, and that means it's time for Thanksgiving and Kerner Furniture's holiday season sale.
If your plan is to gobble till you wobble,
check out our dining sets.
It's unbelievable how much room you have.
When it's time to unbutton that top button and relax, this Lazy Boy set is perfect.
And all Lazy Boys are at guaranteed low prices.
You ain't seen stuffing yet. Our full selection of dining, living room, and bedroom furniture is on sale.
Kerner Furniture's holiday season sale going on now. Nice store, low prices.
Each month, 4 News Now is focusing on a cause that's important to our community by helping to get the message out. This is good for you to know.
At Ability, we can empower anyone with a disability to realize their dreams and their goals. Our staff are a bunch of dedicated individuals who absolutely love what they do and have a passion and a heart for this work. The real magic happens when our job developers build that relationship with the business, then they'll introduce the clients to that business, and then the outcome happens. And then down the road, you see that culture within the workplace develop and change. You can't put a price on what our folks can bring to the work environment. They're getting that interaction out in the community. That's how that becomes super powerful. You know, it elevates not only the client, but the family as well. When life says you can't, Ability says you can.
This holiday season, give the gift of mustard seed. Get a $10 bonus card with every $50 gift card. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Mustard Seed, where Spokane eats.
Next DT, we're in London for the royal premiere of Gladiator 2. Plus,
I pinch myself every day.
Justin Hartley tracking a This Is Us family reunion.
I would prefer to have them all on at once.
Next DT.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Baby, oh baby, it was a joyous morning in GMA history.
Okay, and push now.
Babies being born live.
Oh, that's so incredible.
What's more amazing is over 22 years later, coming back to GMA. Baby, oh baby, what a way to celebrate GMA at 50. Tomorrow.
Well, this is video of the 4 News Now Extreme team making the final preps to redo the sidewalk for one local veteran. Now, they were supposed to pour the concrete today, but our nonstop rain made that impossible.
They're doing all of this, though, for Navy veteran Jason Eagle, who did 4 tours during his 14 years in the military. During that time, he says he contracted a disease that limits his mobility, forcing him to spend most of his day in a wheelchair. And right now, Jason needs to offload in the street because his sidewalk was so messed up.
So the Extreme team, along with Mark Peterson, stepped in to help out, and they did more than just that sidewalk. Let's go to Mark now to see the impact all this will have on Jason and his family.
So this is project number 2 of Veterans Day Week Vet Project, serving those who've served. And Jason served well, but he hasn't been able to serve his front yard or backyard very well. Again, his wife is taking care of the kids, the cats, the dog, taking care of him. And, well, now we're going to just try and get things ready for winter. So we've got not only the weeding going on and the raking and the cleaning up of all the leaves, but we're just trying to take care of other stuff, including taking care of the trampoline. What was once there is now gone, and now they have their backyard back again. We knew this was going to be a long day no matter, but now the rain came in, and, well, our volunteers from Horizon Credit Union powered through it.
It's a little bit wet, a little bit wetter than we would like, but we're here, and we're doing it, and we have a shed almost halfway done.
I had the pleasure of speaking with our vet one-on-one, and I got to tell you, this guy's amazing. He's got a good outlook. He's been through a lot, and he's very thankful we're here. We're thankful for his service, and I was surprised at how much service he's been doing.
So originally I went in during Desert Storm, Desert Shield. Did a couple years and got out, but that was through the reserves. And then later decided to go back active duty. And when I went back in active duty, I enjoyed what I was doing. So I just kind of continued on from there. Total of about 14 years.
4 tours of duty. He's been overseas, on ship, on land, Guantanamo Bay. I mean, it amazed me. But again, what really amazed me is the fact that he couldn't get in and out with good access to his home because of this sidewalk.
We have a wheelchair van that we use for transportation, and of course we tried to load through that. How it hit and loaded it, bent part of the rods on it, and it almost came an issue to where I was pretty sure we were going to have it rebuilt.
Well, that was supposed to be our big project today. We were supposed to pour it, but you can't pour concrete in the rain. So Winkler Concrete, Lance Pounder Excavation, teaming up Thursday and Friday. They're going to get the job done. He will not have to offload on the street anymore. which will make it safer to offload on the sidewalk. Not to mention the winter, getting rid of the snow will be easier, and in general will be safer for him. We're proud to be here. We're proud of all of our vets, and we wish everyone a happy Veterans Day week. For the Extreme Team, I'm Mark Peterson, 4 News Now.
And this was the second of 2 veterans the Extreme Team helped this week. To see the improvements Mark and the team made to another Navy vet, just head to KXLY.com.
Well, pouring concrete will still be a little bit of a challenge tomorrow, but a much drier day. We have the chance of rain throughout the day. The best chance of the steady rain, however, will be before the morning commute. High temperature of 48, 43 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Spokane, the most amazing care anywhere.
The Black Friday sale is on at Walker's Furniture with the biggest store-wide savings of the year.
Including a double sales tax discount or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
This November, stay for less and play for more at the Kootenai Casino. It's time for an autumn getaway. Now is the perfect opportunity to come stay and win. Call us now to book your room starting at just $79 midweek and $99 weekends at the beautiful Kootenai Falls Lodge. And join us for a $10,000 giveaway, Tournament Tuesdays, and November Hot Spins. Put some extra stuffing in your pockets this November, only at the Kootenai Casino. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Boating, skiing, we've got it all in the Northwest, thanks to 4 full seasons. But that wide temperature range also makes it difficult and expensive to stay comfortable year-round. That's where the experts at Bill's Heating and AC come in. Right now, they're including a free tankless water heater with every heating and cooling system. With a new heat pump and tankless water heater, you'll save money and stay comfortable year-round. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and make living in the Northwest even better.
Why do people come to the University of Washington? They come here to find people who will inspire them, move them, change them. They come to solve big problems and prepare for careers where they can make a difference. They come to cheer on their Huskies in the greatest setting in college football. If you want to change the world, this is where you start. For passion, for possibility, be boundless.
If you need a ride, Metren is here to help. We provide safe and reliable transportation for all your medical needs. Our dedicated and experienced drivers put our riders first. We offer wheelchair-accessible vehicles so you can get where you need to go comfortably and confidently. Metren serves the greater Spokane area. Call us today or visit our website to learn more.
This is an amazing video from western Montana. A meteor exploding in the skies above the Treasure State earlier this morning. People reported sightings of this fireball from as far away as Spokane, North Dakota, Utah, and Edmonton, Alberta. So weather satellites even picked up the meteor as it crashed into the earth. And these satellites are normally used to detect the bright flashes from lightning, but an exploding meteor shower will be picked up there too. This is just another one of those things that was showing up on my social media feeds today.
I want to see that video of it crashing into Earth and exactly where that happened. Somewhere in western Montana.
Someone knows where that is. Yes. Thank goodness. I feel like we spy on all kinds of things with those Ring doorbells and cameras. And we had a whole lot of stuff going on that we used to sleep right through. We're not going to sleep through the rain. It is going to continue tonight. 4 things to know about your forecast. Light rain off and on overnight, not the steady, potentially record-breaking rains of today. We're awfully close to the record. I think we'll manage it later this evening. Showers on Thursday. Those are going to be even more sporadic. Mostly dry conditions on Friday. If we do see any wet weather on Friday, it may fall as a rain-snow mix, or you may even see some snow flurries and then a rain-snow mix possible this weekend as well. I'll explain in a moment. But first, taking a look at our radar, we have some light rain in progress in Coeur d'Alene up through Rathdrum, Spirit Lake, Newport, and then some heavier precipitation from Deer Park north to Chewelah in Chelia. Meanwhile, it's just a few sprinkles. We're getting a break in Spokane right now, but we will likely see more wet weather yet tonight. Here is midnight with a few showers passing through this evening. By midnight, a lot of the steady precipitation well to the east, and we are left with more hit and miss showers through the Columbia Basin into the Spokane area and Coeur d'Alene. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're still seeing those showers around the region, still keeping the snow in the mountains for the time being, but then we'll start cooling down a little bit for Friday, and that will be a different story. Here's noon on Thursday. Perhaps a break, but we'll continue to see an occasional shower through the day on Thursday. Our chance of wet weather on Thursday, 70% until about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it drops to 40 for the rest of the day before dropping off even further into Friday, down to only 20%, so just a slight chance of precipitation. Picks up again on Saturday. That is coming late in the day, though, 4, 5 o'clock in the evening or even later, and continuing into a wet Sunday. And that brings us to our snow level forecast. Tomorrow up around 4,000 feet, but then it starts dropping right about the time we're drying out. Friday at 2,500 feet, so that is the very top of the South Hill. And then we are a little above, actually. And then overnight Friday into Saturday, down even further, but we do have some precipitation that will likely be in progress. Then we start warming back up. For that wet Sunday, we're back up around 4,500 feet, and that is even above Snoqualmie Pass. Thursday morning lows, we will be in the 30s and even 40s around the region. Only Colville reporting 31 for an overnight low tonight. Thursday's highs will be in the 40s and 50s, 58 in Lewiston, 54 in Moses Lake, and 51 in Ritzville, right around the Spokane area. Mid-40s for Hayden and Coeur d'Alene, 49 in Meade, 50 in 9 Mile, as well as downtown Spokane. In your planning forecast, plan on a dry Friday with a high of 43. That's about average. Cold morning on Saturday, 29, and that is when we have the possibility of a rain-snow mix Saturday night into Sunday, and again on Sunday. But then as we warm up to a high of 44, any snow that you do get will likely melt, in fact, easily melt. And then some drier weather ahead for next week. I've got Wildlife Wednesday photos in the next half hour. Kirsten.
All right, Chris, thank you. President-elect Donald Trump today announced his pick for the next Attorney General.
Why some lawmakers were shocked by Trump's decision. Coming up, and inflation is on the rise again after 6 months of steady decline. Why some experts warn this could be the start of a troubling trend. Next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. What do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
I'm JJ. I'm Tyler. We're with Kiona Vineyards, and we're here at Yokes Fresh Market. Our grandparents planted the first vineyard on what would become Red Mountain. Some of our legacy cultivars include Cabernet Sauvignon, Lemberger, and Chenin Blanc. The Lemberger is really exciting, right? It has really high red and blue fruit profile to it. We are a big little winery. Yokes has been a beautiful match for us culturally.
Check out Kiona Wines at Yokes Fresh Market.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. Could they all just fade away? But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
With holidays right around the corner, Ironstone Furniture and Fire is offering discounts on all in-stock dining sets, along with simplicity, indulgence, and endless possibilities. So, when you're looking for dining at its best, visit Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show.
Be the first to see our all-new grand floating Christmas tree, with holiday getaways starting at only $246.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Around the nation, after 6 months of a steady downward trend, inflation has hit a bump in the road. A new report found prices went up a bit last month.
One economic expert says this inflation hiccup could pale in comparison to what's ahead under a new administration. CNN's Laura Aguirre explains.
The Consumer Price Index out this morning from the Labor Department shows a 0.2% rise last month, which is a 2.6% increase year over year. The October reading is also a slight step back from the Fed's long-held goal of 2%.
Our policy stance, strength in the economy and the labor market can be maintained, with inflation moving sustainably down to 2%.
Chairman Jerome Powell announced another quarter-point drop last week, right after the presidential election.
We've learned from the election just how toxic inflation and high prices and high interest rates are to the American people.
Economist Larry Summers served as Treasury Secretary in the Clinton administration and is the former director of the National Economic Council.
The Fed has been in too much of a hurry to cut interest rates and much too much of a hurry to promise future interest rate cuts.
While Summers has concerns about the pace of Powell's strategy, many consumers had been waiting for a drop in rates to make things like homes, vehicles, and credit cards less expensive. Taking a closer look at the CPI numbers, energy costs appeared to stay steady after a string of recent monthly declines. Used vehicle prices jumped 2.7%, and airline fares also climbed 3.2%. One drop in something most of us use every week, gas prices, down nearly 0.1 of a percentage point across all fuel types. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
All right, this is video of President Joe Biden welcoming his predecessor and now successor, President-elect Donald Trump, to the Oval Office. Biden called for a smooth transition in brief remarks at the top of their meeting. Trump echoed Biden's call for a smooth transition. The two men continued their meeting behind closed doors and did not take any questions. It is tradition for the outgoing president to host the incoming commander-in-chief following the election as part of a peaceful transfer of power. And after their meeting, Trump announced his picks for key positions in his administration.
Mr. Trump tapping Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz for Attorney General, writing Gaetz, quote, has distinguished himself in Congress through his focus on achieving desperately needed reform at the Department of Justice. Some Republican lawmakers were surprised by this decision.
I was shocked that he has been nominated. If the nomination proceeds, I'm sure that there will be an extensive background check by the FBI and public hearings and a lot of questions asked.
The Justice Department previously investigated Gaetz over allegations that he violated federal law by paying for sex with women who were under 18. Gaetz repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, and last year the Justice Department announced it would not bring charges against him. One analyst says getting Gaetz confirmed could be a challenge even in a Republican-led Congress.
This seems destined not only to be a selection that is going to test the loyalty to President-elect Trump of Republicans in the Senate, but that is meant to provoke.
And the House Ethics Committee has also been investigating Matt Gaetz regarding allegations of sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and corruption.
The chair of that committee now says that investigation will end since Gaetz has resigned from Congress because the committee only has jurisdiction over members of Congress. Gaetz has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing regarding that probe as well. All right, still ahead here on 4 News Now at 6:30.
I'll tell you how this simulator at St. Luke's is helping patients here get back to driving in the real world.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Shop Consigned Furniture and Jewelry's Veterans Day sale now. Save up to 70% off all consigned, one-of-a-kind pieces throughout the store. Veterans and active duty receive an additional 20% off.
Consigned Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Fred's Appliance Clearance Centers are your one-stop shop for top-quality appliances and unbeatable prices. Top brand closeouts, full factory warranty, and new inventory arriving daily. Take advantage of incredible discounts with savings you won't find anywhere else. Hurry in! With Fred's Clearance Center's huge selection of heavily discounted name brand appliances, the inventory moves fast. For the best deals on appliances in Spokane, visit either of Fred's Clearance Centers today.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bathfitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bathfitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Canopy Village is working to combat homelessness in North Idaho by providing safe, temporary housing and services to those in need. Their goal is to help families transition from crisis to stability. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. Canopy Village is here to not only provide shelter, but also to offer hope and guidance towards a path of a brighter future.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to donate $1,000 to Canopy Village. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Shop Consigned Furniture and Jewelry's Veterans Day sale now. Save up to 70% off all consigned, one-of-a-kind pieces throughout the store. Veterans and active duty receive an additional 20% off.
Consigned Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
You've heard downtown Spokane is in trouble. Problems with drugs and crime.
We've got some challenges that we need to deal with right now.
I'm Derek Dice with 4 News Now. Could the key to bringing back downtown lie within its historic past?
People get to know these buildings, they get to love these buildings, and they're definitely worth saving and making sure they're there for the next generation.
I'll show you the legislation that could bring this part of downtown back to life and the challenges that stand in the way. Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
All right, welcome back to 4 News Now here at 6:30. It's been raining and still raining today.
And I did see ponchos out there, Chris. So we do want to know, how much rain have we seen so far today?
My mail lady carrier had a poncho. You needed them today. Yeah. Everything. We have had 7/10 of an inch of rain. The wettest day of 2024 so far. We're still behind average year to date. We only need 3/100 of an inch to tie our record, 4/100 of an inch between now and midnight to set a new record. Our old record, more than 125 years old. So an unusually rainy day, but we're getting a little bit of a break in Spokane right now, but not in Coeur d'Alene. Still some light rain here. This is US 95 and I-90 with some ponding on the roads, and you can see the wet weather on the windshields as well as on the lens of this camera. Meanwhile, at Lookout Pass, it is still snowing, but not necessarily sticking to the roadway. We have a little bit of a hole in the wet weather right in Spokane right now. Heavier precipitation to our north, but you can see we have some showers that are moving in from the west, and we are not done with the rain yet. We still have a 100% chance of rain through about 9 o'clock and then down down to 70% through 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Things start to dry out a little bit, but not completely. We have at least a slight chance of rain all day tomorrow. 48 degrees our high, 43 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Well, drought was a big issue in the Northwest this year, but it won't be for much longer with all of that rain falling.
Yeah, meteorologist Matt Gray shows us just how much this rain was needed.
If it wasn't for 2021, we'd be talking about 2024 as one of the driest years that we have seen in a long time. The last time Spokane was as dry as it was from January 1st to October 30th. This year, other than 2021, was back in 1985. That was 40 years ago. Why did I randomly go from the 1st to October 30th? Well, on the 31st, it started to rain again. From Halloween through 4 o'clock on Wednesday, over 2 inches of rain in just 2 weeks. That is more rain than every single drop in Spokane from the start of the month of May until the end of September. It is more moisture in 2 weeks than what happened in any other individual calendar month this year so far. So to no surprise, because of all the below average months of rain, the drought monitor is not that pretty of a picture right now. But all of the rain we are getting right now is going to begin that road back to healthy moisture for 2025. The U.S. Climate Prediction Center is forecasting drought improvement in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene through the end of January, and flat out drought removal in many parts of the inland Northwest. Now, Wednesday's rain should also get us to where it's reasonable that we could see our first above average month for rain since February, and there should be more to come with a La Nina winter. The next 3 months look about as promising as things have been in about a year when it comes to rainfall.
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, Providence St. Luke's Rehabilitation Institute is using some brand new technology to help patients with day-to-day activities.
It has a new driving simulator that's helping a woman recover from a stroke and reach one of the goals of her recovery. Our Derek Strom spoke with the physician about why this simulator can be more effective than other forms of physical therapy.
Oh, it was better than last time.
It's only been a couple of weeks since Stephanie Kaufman had a stroke, but she's already been released from the hospital, and she's working with physicians at Providence to help her recover. For Kaufman and many other patients at St. Luke's, getting back to doing regular activities is the main goal.
I plan on, hopefully, going back to work as soon as possible. Even if I go back a little at a time, I really am anxious to get back to work.
Kaufman says she still faces plenty of challenges in her everyday life, like eating and drinking, but she's already made some big strides in her recovery. She says being able to drive again is another big milestone for her, and St. Luke's has a new driving simulator to help her reach that goal.
And we spend several hours a day doing different types of therapy, but having the opportunity to do something like that and to not only test yourself, but be tested by that, I think it's a huge, huge opportunity.
St. Luke's got this simulator in September, and it'll replace an older one. And it's got all the features to help patients feel like they're driving a real car. Physicians at the hospital say having a simulator that reflects real-life driving helps motivate patients more than traditional tests for reaction times and hand-eye coordination.
Patients tend to buy in a little more to our recommendations of whether it's safe to return to driving or what kind of concerns there may be than if we just did some pen and paper tests and said, I don't think you're safe to drive.
St. Luke's also has other equipment it can use for physical therapy that's used to reflect real-life activities like a bus, part of a plane, a grocery store, and a restaurant. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
What a cool program. Well, not that long ago, shoppers had barely finished their Thanksgiving dinner before they were trying to get those deals, and they headed out the door to start their holiday shopping.
But now you no longer have to wait until Black Friday or Cyber Monday to find the best deals, especially for electronics. ABC's Morgan Norwood explains.
Electronics and tech gifts are always a big hit during the holidays, and retailers including Target, Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart are already offering the kinds of deals that used to be reserved for Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
We're seeing some smaller tech items already go on sale and stay on sale to kind of build up that momentum to get you hyped up to shop.
People who are already using smartwatches and other tech to track their steps may be looking to go a step further with new health tracking devices.
These devices can track your sleep, track your temperature at night to kind of give you clues to how you're feeling in an overall health way. So that's the next step that people are kind of looking for when they want to upgrade to a smart device.
Gaming systems and accessories, also popular gift ideas.
So when there's a new console being talked about, usually you're going to see bigger deals on the older consoles.
And for those looking for a new phone,
it's not so much that you're going to see an iPhone on sale right now, but you will see great deals in trade-in offers, other kinds of incentives and bundles to kind of get you in the store and into those carrier plans.
For some bigger ticket items, though, it may be better to wait.
If you are shopping for something really big for the home, like say a robotic vacuum, a television, hold out a little bit longer until actual Black Friday. That's when you're going to find the best deal.
But before making any purchases, experts say it's important to do a little research and see if that sale is really a big discount.
Sometimes things that say that they're marked down as a sale, well, they were being sold for that price all year because they're old.
And also, don't let yourself feel pressured.
You will start to see offers pour in even after Cyber Monday, offers for free shipping as long as you spend a certain amount. There are still deals to be had. There will still be products on sale. So don't have too much anxiety that you have to shop right at this moment. It's not like it used to be.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Yep, I'm already starting to get those emails. Well, we all know between decorations, gifts, and food, you can end up spending a pretty penny over the holidays. And a new study suggests this year, many shoppers will be taking advantage of buy now, pay later loans.
Buy now, pay later allows consumers to purchase goods on an installment basis and interest-free typically.
Adobe's 2024 online holiday shopping survey predicts a record $18 billion to be processed through these types of loans. Adobe found most people choose this method to free up cash or buy something they otherwise couldn't afford.
We do see average order values for buy now, pay later tend to be higher. And ultimately, it allows people to kind of stretch the bounds of their budget.
Adobe Analytics predicts Cyber Monday, the Monday after Thanksgiving, to be the biggest day ever for buy now, pay later. Estimates are of that kind of transaction could total $993 million, just shy of that $1 billion mark. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
The Black Friday mattress discounts are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the biggest savings of the year on all Serta and Beauty Rest mattress sets with no money down and no interest for up to 5 years.
Improve your sleep for less at Walker's.
It's hard saying goodbye to your car, so AutoNation makes it easy to say hello to your next one. Shop over 25,000 used vehicles now at AutoNation.com. Plus, we'll buy your car for top dollar. Visit AutoNation.com today.
It's this time of year that we look to our veterans. Veterans Day week, we're going to be helping 2 vets. One, John, he's in a wheelchair, cannot use his sidewalk. It's splaying, it's falling apart. We're going to replace the whole thing. Not to mention, we're going to get the yard all cleaned up, ready for the wintertime. Also, our next vet is also named John. We're going to do some maintenance on the house. We're going to get some painting done interior-wise, kitchen and living room. We're just going to try and help them out as best we can. The 4 News Now Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
If you're at home right now and you're suffering from burning, tingling, or numb feet, you need to pay special attention to this next segment as we discuss neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actually nerve damage to the feet and the legs primarily.
And what are the symptoms?
The major symptoms we see are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, problems with your balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we can get some great results.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your feet or hands, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe severe, there is nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputations. The first 25 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your nerve damage screening. First 25 callers receive this screening for free.
What is a jewelry design center? It's a diamond superstore, a center for engagement rings, wedding bands, and anniversary rings, a showroom with unique creations as well as award-winning designers, a fun, comfortable, no-pressure place where you're free to make big, small, or even no decisions at all. We are not your average jewelry store. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
Before last weekend, no seed as low as 7th, nor any expansion club in history had made the USL League One championship match. That was until the Spokane Velocity came along. 6 teams above them, odds against them. Spokane's got 2 wins in 2 playoff matches en route to the biggest game in this first-year club's history. Now, the Spokane Velocity are the first USL League One team ever to make their championship match in their inaugural season, and they're riding pretty high into that title match after staunch defensive efforts in their 2 postseason games. Spokane is 2-2 against the top-seeded Union Omaha, taking both home games and then dropping their twin road matches. So we spoke with the team today on the importance of making such a monumental game in just year 1.
Nobody expected this in year 1, but when you've got a group of hard-working people who work behind the scenes trying to build something like this, when you've got a great locker room of amazing people, excellent football players who work hard, apply themselves every day, deal with the highs, deal with the lows that a season brings, and then you've got the city of Spokane who have showed up for us all year. If there is a magic recipe, that is it.
Spokane kicks off against the Union in Omaha this Sunday at noon. And looking ahead at this match, it'll be Spokane's defense that will need to be clutch yet again as they've rallied together back-to-back clean sheets against some of the best in the USL League One behind the goalkeeping of Brooks Thompson. We also spoke with him at today's press conference, and you can check out what he and the other players said about the big game on 4 News Now Nightside. Both of our local FCS teams host senior night this weekend, but Idaho head coach Jason Eck has a special word for the Vandal faithful before this huge opportunity for the top 10 hosts to continue their home winning streak into the FCS playoffs.
Get here. We need you. Got to have a great crowd. Be the difference. We got a chance to go undefeated at home for the first time since 1996. That's a long time ago. So we need you there. We need a great crowd. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. This team's won 3 games in a row. We're getting ready for the playoffs. We need you there to push us over the hump to get us there. Appreciate you guys. V's up.
Coach Eck isn't exaggerating. This is a massive game for Idaho, who sits at 6th in the FCS polls. And in the latest FCS bracketology, which is very fun if y'all hadn't checked that out, the Vandals sit at the 6th seed, hosting the winner of Tarleton State and ETSU. That's East Tennessee State. If Idaho were to win in this scenario, most likely case is they would go to defending national champions South Dakota State in the quarterfinals.
We have a chance of rain throughout the day on Thursday, but I don't think it's going to amount to much. Nothing compared to today. High of 48, 43 is our average high. There is more wet weather in the 7-day forecast, including the possibility of snow. I'll have that and some Wildlife Wednesday photos after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This holiday season, give the gift of mustard seed. Get a $10 bonus card with every $50 gift card. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Mustard Seed, where Spokane eats.
One thing that I think is cool about Move Fitness is that everyone that walks through our doors comes for a different reason.
For some people, it's the best part of their day. It's kind of hard to explain. You almost have to experience it.
From the moment you walk in,
from the energetic music, the smiles, and the high fives.
It's just a great, positive place to work out.
And you get it all for about $1 a day.
Join the movement. Everyone's got to move, right?
I use my phone for everything. And now with my Ascend checking from P1FCU, I can do even more. I can deposit checks and easily make payments with my mobile wallet. And when my clumsiness gets the best of me and my phone finally does break, I get free cell phone insurance with my Ascend checking too.
Open your P1FCU checking account at p1fcu.org and start earning today.
Over 20 million fans have made Trans-Siberian Orchestra their holiday tradition. Bring the whole family and make it part of yours. The Lost Christmas Eve live in concert. Friday, November 22nd, Spokane Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketswest.com. The return of Trans-Siberian Orchestras. The Lost Christmas Eve. Produced by Live Nation.
Mainstream has proudly served Greater Spokane and Northern Idaho for over 20 years, offering reliable and high-quality home services. Our exceptional team is committed to delivering trusted plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical solutions that ensure the comfort and safety of your home. Our goal is to provide the best experience possible when it comes to repairing, maintaining, or installing systems that make your home a more comfortable place to live. Because we are home services, we are Mainstream.
This holiday season, give the gift of mustard seed. Get a $10 bonus card with every $50 gift card. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Mustard seed, where Spokane eats.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
We want to take you back live to the Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial at the University of Idaho, where a candlelight vigil was being held for the 4 students who were murdered in their off-campus home 2 years ago. We are just seeing now that it has come to an end. Those students, Kaylee Consalves, who is a senior, she grew up in Rathdrum, lifelong friends with Maddie Mogan. They graduated from Lake City High School together. Xana Kernodle, who was 20 years old and from Post Falls, she was in a relationship with Ethan Chapin, who grew up in Mount Vernon, Washington.
And Marissa Rio joins us now once again from that vigil. Marissa.
This vigil was beautiful tonight. It's amazing to see how many lives those 4 students touched. Their spirit continues to live on. I spoke with a few sorority girls who didn't know the 4 students but said that they wanted to make sure that their memory can live on. I did speak with someone who was friends with Xana, and she said that she is happy that so many people turned out today. It was packed here. There was lines outside, and she said that this garden was such an amazing way to remember these 4 students, especially Xana, because she loved the earth. We will have more later tonight on 4 News Now, Nightside at 11. Live in Moscow, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
All right, Marissa, thank you. Chris, you were just there visiting that Memorial Garden on a college tour.
They did an amazing job with that. And again, not only to honor the fallen vandals 2 years ago, but all. And it is a sacred place. I encourage you to go be there and check it out.
For sure.
Wildlife Wednesday time, and we got some good ones for you tonight, as we do every night. But you know, I'm awfully fond of moose, so of course I am going to gravitate toward this beautiful cow moose. And she's got one eye on Mark Vogt, seeing what he's doing, but she is not interested enough to stop chomping on those branches, but so healthy. What a beautiful, beautiful moose. Marty Stowe captured this gorgeous shot of a bald eagle right at sunset. Looks like she is enjoying the sunset there at Lake Coeur d'Alene. We are getting into eagle season, and so you're going to be seeing a lot of bald eagles on Wildlife Wednesday for the next month or so. You should go see them for yourself if you haven't yet. It is fairly spectacular. Thank you, Marty. I love a bald eagle with a blue sky behind it. And finally, look at this bighorn ram clearing the fence. This is through the lens of Larry Crumpelman. That's a barbed wire, so hopefully didn't scratch his tummy getting over that fence. I don't think so. They're pretty springy. Great shot, Larry. Thank you so much. Our time lapse today from our station here looking over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. It was a rainy and damp day. We are pretty close to record record rainfall for the day, and it has been the wettest day in 2024 in Spokane. And we do have the potential for more rain tonight, not as much as what we have seen. We've got another really good shot of precipitation coming with interesting timing. Tracking our weather patterns, starting off at the current time, we're going to see today's steady rains taper off to some hit and miss showers, but we're not going to dry out completely. Here's Thursday at 6 o'clock. A break for Friday, but we're also going to be bringing in some cool air. So if we do happen to see some precipitation and we aren't going to be completely dry, it may fall as a little bit of snow or a mix of rain and snow. Here's 6 o'clock Friday, dry and cold conditions. We're going to start off Saturday dry, but then as we get into Saturday evening, here's 6 o'clock Saturday, the timing might be just right for some snow Saturday night down in the valleys. Saturday night, 6 p.m. Now we are going to warm up on Sunday nicely enough that that will transition over to rain. So, but you may have some slush around on Sunday morning. A very wet day on Sunday with lingering possibility of showers on Monday. That system on Sunday is going to bring some impressive precipitation, mainly to North Idaho. Here is your planning forecast. Temperatures in the 40s for highs through Monday, then a little bit cooler Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, especially cooler at night. Temperatures down in the mid-20s. Derek?
Chris, thank you. Before we go to a break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year. See your local GMC dealer.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Carpet One, Sandpoint Furniture, and Selkirk Glass and Cabinets. 3 great stores in one location up in Pend Oreille, Idaho. And the word is spread far and wide that we're a true design destination for all your home furnishings. And you should see what these stores can provide for your house, literally from the floor to the windows. And to make us an even better choice, we offer the expertise of talented designers, on-the-spot deliveries, custom financing, and an experienced install team. So come on up and see us at the campus of Carpet One, Sandpoint Furniture, and Selkirk Glass and Cabinets in Pend Oreille, Idaho.
Right now, get a free tankless water heater with every full HVAC system purchase. Call Bills today.
So, boss man, what are we doing today?
Oh, just annual maintenance.
Annual maintenance?
Yeah, the yearly tune-up to keep the heating and cooling stuff running. Wait, you do get tune-ups on your HVAC equipment, right?
Any chance you can come by my house after this and check out my system?
4 News Now is brought to you by the Cal Superstore in Airway Heights.
Well, coming up tonight on Nightside, students at the University of Idaho stood in the rain to remember 4 students murdered 2 years ago today. How those students are being remembered tonight at 11.
It is going to be drier tomorrow, but we still have rain in the forecast. Showers, and then we dry out a little bit for Friday. More wet weather coming in Saturday into Sunday. I've got my eye on Saturday night for maybe some snow. We'll see.
Okay.
She put it in pink, or is that purple? It's drawing my eye to Saturday.
It is, the by design.
All right, thanks so much for being with us.
We'll see you tonight on Nightside at 11.